Hey, here we are, again. And there's Forest Fair with his green eyes, because he's obviously abusing one of these drugs. So he's going to Blackcomb and he will kill the servant. That's his plan. We know for a fact that the servant cannot be killed by normal means. And this guy wants protection. I still don't really know what we should give him. Like, I made up my mind and thought, but I go chaotic evil. And I think I'll do this. So I'm going to give him the Lesser Merry Dog. Let's try this and see what happens. Lesser Merry Dog. Okay. So maybe the dread will just rise because it's the wrong decision. That might be... I don't know what happens if you give him one thing or the other. But we will find out eventually, okay? Lesser Merry Dog. A single drop of the strong-smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. The round flower head of the Merry Dog is made up of smaller yellow florids. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. That's what the cold wanted us to do. I remember that. The cold wanted us to do this. To give this to Forest Bear. I remember this. I called this Gnak Cthulhu, right? So this is the Lesser Merry Dog plant. Lesser Merry Dog, okay. Let's put this red. Lesser Merry Dog. Merry Dog. We're going with Merry Dog, okay. So let's identify the Ember Soul as well. Just to be safe. The Ember Soul. Here we go. Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produce flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves. They are razor sharp. Okay. Have we, already identified that one? What bad shit. Sorry. Ember Soul. No, razor sharp leaves. Ember Souls. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. Gentle scent. Pleasant aroma, okay. You're looking for something with sharp leaves. Quite easy to cut. Okay, so this is probably Ember Soul, is it? Ember Soul. Okay, so are we going with the cold here? Like the cold. Ah, shit. I don't really know. Fuck that. So the cold wants us to give him this one here, okay? The Lesser Merry Dog. And this will probably kill him. Do we want to kill? No, we're giving him Ember Soul. Come on. Or maybe, is this the cold? Is the cold right? So I'm wondering if the cult is actually right. Because we know the story of that woman that found a book and got obsessed by it and stuff, and I don't really know. Like, I can't really comprehend what's going on there. But the story that we uncovered so far is a woman that had a book and probably summoned this thing, right? And this thing, like the servant, serves her and probably killed the other. So maybe so she can become the other. I don't know. But some of these witches is actually abusing this servant for their own profit, right? So the cult may actually be the correct. Let's go with the cult. Fuck that. Let's go with the cult. We're going chaotic evil here. Said to induce fear, widow's woe. Also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out. Oh, they're going to sacrifice him, are they? Okay, this guy is dead anyway, so fuck it. Milton Forbes. Allow me to present my services. I own a small shop that specializes in curiosities. I would have thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in pursuing our collection of manuscripts on Alexius, for example. Arnthide Antiques. Well, let's go there then. We made... Oh fuck, we sacrificed this guy. But whatever. Let's go to Arnside. The dark exterior of the Arnside Antiquities blends into its surroundings. A table called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery, to the extent that I walked past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I'm greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscript, while strange utensils and machines, their users unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for lectures that demand further study. The elixir of the damned and the St. Quentin's elixir, okay. Should we, start with these elixirs here? Should we do this? I don't know. First is the corpse friend, a reminder, then comes the ankle grabber. Okay. Corpse friend. Let me just get a piece of paper here. Wait a second. So I can actually write down what's going on here, okay? Yeah. Just give me a second. So, the corpse friends. Let's do some research here, right? Before we start. So there was a plan that was given to corpses, right? Like people who can afford it. I don't know who it was, but someone was actually dying. Let's go to bios. Some of these guys were dying. Group that builds a tolerance to the harmful effects of Dranthium from childhood so they can harness the plant's potent... Okay, this guy is actually completely weird. Unknown. Woman in a jade mask, okay. Verona Green. Oh, and the Cold Scholar, okay, yeah, we need the help of this girl. So, is this girl being part of the cult? I don't know. A man who claims to represent the group known as the Seeds of Redemption. He grew up in nearby Gosford, but it is rumored that he spent some time living in Rydal Cave. It is not clear what happened in the intervening years, By the time he came to honor me, he had dedicated his life to the one he calls the Woken Dendru. Cultist. So, yeah, let's go with the fucking cult. I don't care. I didn't fucking care. That looks actually pretty cool. Yeah, Isidore Burbage, that guy was an asshole. There's no one here. So we have to find this ourselves. So yeah, we got the follow the Dudham tributary to its source. So my idea was, I just still don't know what the tributary is. I think it's this one here. So let's go here. Okay, nothing here. Huh, weird. Okay, I just looked it up, and a tributary is actually another river that goes into the main river. Okay, so we need to find... Oh, Endmore Raven Spider. Equipped with the artist's knowledge, she journeyed west to the Stone Circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations. Okay, we were actually getting towards the end here, right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure, okay. So, let's open the book here. And first, find the plants that we need, okay? So there was one plant, a corpse's friend. So a plant that people put on their corpses. So they would, I don't know. A rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreath made from it at the graves of their loved ones. Okay, so the first one is the Caballia, right? Pretty sure. So let's write this down. First is Caballia. Pretty sure about that. The next one is first is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. This was the grabber. I didn't know what it was, but I know a lot about this. What was it called? That plant that we researched a lot because I was too stupid for this riddle. How is it called? Ember something? See? Was royal something. Royal whatever. Royal Gentia, and the Royal Gentia is something to release the bind of the Swift Snare. Yeah, I remember that, the Swift Snare. What is the Swift Snare though? Also known ways to release the bind of Swift Snares to apply paste created. Okay, Swift Snare. Swift Snare. Petals of flower can be blah blah blah. Center. This is probably not. Downwards. Shrivel half. Pollinating insects. Weddings. Meters. Blah blah. Said to induce fear. Oh, Widow's Bow is the fear bringer. Let's write that down. The fear bringer. Okay. Leaping Bell was insect bites, known as Golden Light, and sometimes Fool's Hope. The Winter Boar is Harlot Plant, blah blah, Wild Coal. Aureolus, symptoms of infection. Nah, okay, so let's start from the beginning again. Aguria, when burned. Okay, mushroom, no. Butterdale, often grown. Swift snare, right? That's what we need. A rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace. We already have that. Let's take a look. Wait a minute. Why we look here? Let's see what else we need. Third is the Fear Bringer, so 2 is Swift Snare. Third is Widow's Woe. Fourth, to lift a curse. The last one is what? Last, a petal to secure Black Blood's rewards. Oh, I think that was the one that could heal the Black Blood, like this, Dendru whatever, right? Okay, so let's, well, we skimmed this book. Let us just go with it and see what we need. You see that in the background that keeps moving? This is freaking me out, to be honest. So whatever, when burned, Incense made from Bewitching and has psychic abilities. And yeah, I don't give a fuck. Okay, mushroom found in the dark. Okay, no, not what we're looking for. Suffering from hypothermia, not what we're looking for. Found in drone, blah blah. Stewed, a form of poultice, battery. Okay. Skin rashes, no. Cabalia, we already have that. Shielding effect. Against all madness of afflictions of the mind. Calvary are not well known. Dark magic has found neither so. Okay. Those who worship the huntress Arduina place the flower as an offering. So maybe Arduina is actually a dark goddess or something. I don't know. I don't trust these witches, to be honest. Common trials. Slow no but no. Centuries of bomb against ice strain. Okay. Rejuvenation. No. Devil's Night Trap. Oh, this is the corpse's friend. Devil's Night Trap. That's what we need. It's not Cabalia. It's Devil's Night Trap. Good. We found that one. Devil's Night Trap. Okay. Daisy Dog, okay, a potion. Dranthium, a plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Slum Sharp, blah blah, some green eye. Okay, this is the thing that this guy uses, right? This hunter that we probably sacrificed. The petals of these flowers can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendrus miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to... Okay, so this is the last one, right? This is the 5th one. So, Elderphenium. Elderphenium, that's what we need. Has an intoxicating scent. Okay. Ambusol is thought to have protective properties. It's sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return. Rejuvenation. Take care not to touch it. They will do lasting damage. Blah blah blah. Will grow on the self. No to improve eyesight. Okay. This is a fungus. These are red berries. Beautiful rounded blah blah. Smelling. Common ingredients in sleeping draughts. Okay, not what we're looking for. An offering of fox button is considered by some. Okay, contact by friendship. Plant with medicinal properties. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaks can be an irritant. Not to drink. Gilbert Dendra. Ray Sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark. Nope. They blah, no. The fruit of the handshake can have startling effects on memory. Even small doses can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts has been known to cause severe amnesia. Okay. Not what we're looking for. Inhaling smoke, not what we're looking for. People tend to draw the unusual flowers. Jacob's worth, nope. The leaves curl around delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower, blah blah blah, aids with condition of memory, no. Kidney shaped, the pain is said to be unbearable. Lemon dandy, nope. Lesser merry dog, nope. Witch's remedy. The long working is believed to lift curses. Wait a minute, that's what we need, right? A curse lifter? One very good, I think. There's something missing still. Curse lifter? Will of Neptune. Yeah, that was the truth serum. Bathe in sorrow. Flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it's a stone alone stems, blah blah, no. No. The beautiful flowers, it may be pleasant looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin, nope. Nope. The bite of a crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water. Nope. Chewing. Nope. Most plants offer small improvements. Sweet breath. Nope. Not what we're looking for. Red Albany. Extremely rare. Red. Large flower is in fact blue. Long leaves. Meren. Smell unpleasant. Nope. Not what we're looking for. Royal Gentian. We already had that. To the soul. Okay, Shimmerlung, Alarmingly Health's Aid, and sometimes Solomon's Scorn. Not what we are looking for. Not what we're looking for. Bark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances, as they are highly poisonous. Okay, Storian. Nope. Shrimblehalf is traditionally used as decoration. A cross-section generally point downwards. Nope. A mushroom. Widow's woe. Unpleasant scent. Nope. Pair of the dog suffering from a hangover. Winter boar. No, I think this is not what we're looking for. Symptoms of infection. No. That's... I don't know, we are missing one thing. Fourth to lift a curse. The ankle grabber, the binder. I could swear that we had to do with this one before. The ankle grabber. I don't know what the ankle grabber was. Swift's snare, right? Ankle grabber, but what is the swift snare? I have no fucking clue. Maybe we haven't found it yet. This might be an option, but okay, let's follow the Duddon tributary to its source. So this is the Duddon and this is the tributary, so it starts here. I've never seen this plant before, and here it's growing in abundance. Okay, great. Here we go. And more. Raven, spider. Is there a spider on here? Actually, yes. And a raven, so... First, let's get here. Grace Enright. Have you heard of this masked woman? Yes. Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You would be a god. That creature, it's huge, unstoppable, and they say it obeys her every command. It would certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to settle for some Daisy Dog to help get me through it instead. Daisy Dog. Yep. That was the warrior's thing, right? That gives you, before going into battle. Simple potion that will grant courage. Okay, so let's... like an acorn or something. Should be easy to identify. Should be. Don't know if it is, though. Here it is. This is Daisy Dog, pretty sure. Use plan. Dead man's fingers. This fungus is typically found in the dense forest, protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though a corpse is reaching up from the undergrowth. Set to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Okay, good. Oh, we got a letter. This letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address provided, just that the horticulture was spelled wrong. I have to assume it was meant for you. If you know your plans, this letter is for you. Well, let's have a look here. Come on. Oh, here we go. Ho ho ho, so you got it working. Oh yes, it works, it works. Look to the north of Bowfell, at the source of the river Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret. Oh, okay, that weird guy. The whole horticulturist. Okay, sorry, that was bad. Ho, so you got it working. Let's start this then. It works, look to the north of Bowfell. At the source of the river Esk. No, okay, Bowfell, river Esk. Oh, Bowfell. Bowfell. Kent, River Sprint, River Kent, River Loon. Where's River Esk then? Where's Bowfell? Bowfell. I don't see it. Oh. Bowfell, there it is. The north of the river Esk. Okay, here we go. So what grows there? A plant that I've never seen before. Okay, this one looks weird. Though, that can be archived. This can be archived as well. We still have this one to do. But let's first... Bora! My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the ones he's brought back from his latest venture. He's just been on a trip across the lake, exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they don't look edible to me. I'd have brought one with me to help you identify it, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. I'll come back tomorrow. Mushroom Woods, west of Andermere, across the lake. Very weird. So let's first get with this stay here, okay? Endmore, Raven, Spider. So where is Endmore? Endmore. Endmore. There we go. There's Endmore. Let's go, Raven. Here. And now the spider points there. A jackdaw croaks hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shades of old stones pierce the long grass. Among them some plants grow. Okay. What the fuck? These are getting very weird. These are getting incredibly weird. We go. Faster. Yeah, okay. That's a very dark, yeah. One that we used to kill this guy. St. Quentin's elixir. Should we, like, do this? Oh, I don't know. So, this one here. Mr. Dunn. Mrs. Dunn. I don't know. Miss Dunn. I don't know what this is about. Like, this is very weird writing. Mushrooms. Mr. Dunn, yeah. Mushrooms. Woods. West of Undermere, across the lake. Woods west of Undermere, across the lake, so probably here. Let's go here first. Mushrooms. How have I never been here before? They are hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. Good. Dimone, my German friend here. Lord Freeman told me he was able to help you find some information on the serpent. I've been looking all over the library, but all I've discovered is a mold problem. I hoped you might have some sweet breath that could help clear it up. Hellions. Pellions. There we go. Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the Pellions is in the class of its own. It's sometimes called sweetbread, thanks to the freshness of air. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. So a lot of... Try this one. Oh, this was wrong, okay. Oh, sweet breath. Sorry. Billions. Oh. That was not it, okay. That's really sure not it as well. Have pleasant fresh aroma, so it's probably that one. Pellions, okay. What's the book entry about sour brandy? Help with memory recovery. Okay. Pellions, here we go. This one? Lorena Chapman. My cousin will be married in 3 days. Oh yeah, I know. If you've got some trimble half, then it would save me the trouble of going out to find some myself. If you knew my cousin, you'd know she's not worth the trouble, okay? Trimble half. Let's see how that looks like. Trimble half. Trimble half. There we go. Traditionally used as decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen the relationship. A cross-section of the small cut-like flowers. They generally point downwards. Okay. Yeah, we found that one somewhere. That was this very weird-looking plant, was it? But that's pretty sure not it. We need some plants that look downward, and I wouldn't use this for decoration, to be honest. What about that one? Somewhat damp smell, dark red flowers. Yeah, that's probably it, is it? Oh shit, dread. Oh shit. I'm making a lot of mistakes. And I like stroke the cat in order to reduce this. Did. Okay. Generally look downwards. Rimble half. That'd be it. Cross section below filling water to allow easy access for pollinating insects. This might be it. Let's try this one. Well, that was close. Trimble half, okay. Here we go. Day is close. A rising red is no problem anymore. Glowhorn. Let's take a look at glowhorn. Forest lantern or pixie lamp. Well, no, not what we're looking for, okay. Hearing that the faint lights will lure them to their demise. Okay, but so this was Trimble Hub. What was it called? Trimble Hub? I think so. Yeah, here we go. Yentwood grabber, okay. Yeah, let's end the day then. Nothing to do for us. "8 miles to the east." The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hour dragged by. The sun set and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly but also subtly, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything happened. Then he saw it. 8 miles to the east. Thursday. This is the 3rd day on full moon. So this is the Gosforth coin, right? I've seen that on the coin. So we need to go to Gosforth and then 8 miles to the east. Let's go there first. Gosforth and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. Even more flowers? Come on. This is getting on my nerves. So, let's stroke the cat. Tora done. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms. And, of course, now he's sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way and I'm worried about him. I don't recall the mushrooms that we found. These were the mushrooms that we found, did we? Okay, so first we have to identify what kind of mushrooms these are. Horticulture, now we've already... no. Farmer's Worry, a spongy mushroom with potent abilities only safe to consume in small quantities, grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect is worn off. So these are Farmer's Worries, I guess. Spongy mushrooms with potent abilities. Spongy texture, okay. So this was Farmer's Worry, okay. Farmer's Worry. Let's see. Where was that? Okay, you. Farmer's Worry. So, we had this stuff here. Farmer's Worry, often fatal, an antidote can be made using Royal Gentia. So, we need Royal Gentia. Everhard. So let's give her Everhard. Perfect. Yes, that was actually a cool riddle. Liverstone. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralyzing agents contained within. The Liverstone is a mushroom with pointed caps. Liverstone. Haven't found that one. The ankle binder. Okay, next one. There's a hateful man I sometimes see around town. He's called Isidore Burbage. Yeah, yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he punched it as hard as he could. I rushed over and the coward fled. Someday he'll get his comeuppance. Yeah, I hope so. That guy is a huge asshole. Maybe we should poison him. Sadgil jealous. Okay, this is going on my nerves as well. So this it's not like this is an incredibly creative puzzle, right? What was it called? Sadgil. Okay. Sadgil. There it is. Here we go. Jealous. So they are overstaying their visit here, right? They are like I have no problems with this riddle, but it's been used too often, right? So jealous, here we go. The jealous clue takes me directly south of Sadgil to a spot next to the river. Moss covered rocks line the banks. Okay, yeah, blah, whatever. Planned. Another planned. Oh, this looks like a Venus fly, whatever. Reuben. Another body has turned up at Blackcomb. Oh, I have an idea. Yeah, I haven't been to see it yet, and I can't say I'm looking forward to it, but they've identified it as a Dreo hunter, a man named Forest Bear. We have to do something. Verona tells me you are working on gathering the plants for a ritual that will help us defeat this creature. Yeah. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. Swift Snare, there it is. The Binder, Ankle Grabber, and Never Let Go are several of the names given to this plant that may give some clue as to its properties. Once ensnared, it is impossible to extricate oneself without help. Swift Snare has small, heart-shaped leaves. Small, heart-shaped leaves. Maybe we already have it. Probably not, though. Yeah, we probably don't have that yet. But okay. So let's let in the next person. Thaddeus Cornwall. Read somewhere about the plan that that will lead you to gold. It has drooping red flowers and frilled leaves. Yeah, it was the fool's whatever. The fool's luck, something like that. Just give me a second. Oh. 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 Poison, stick trees, perfume petals. Nope. Rejuvenate, nope. Grant strength. What was that? Energy boost, nope. Between strangers, sleeping. Brandy food, blowhorn. It was called like fooled something, but I don't recall its correct name. Memory, spiny pods triggered by light touch. Dandy? Nope. Neptune? Lila of Neptune. Huh, no. Not what we're looking for. What we're looking for? Royal Gardens? Nope. Invisible? Nope. Aliens? Nope. Red Ebony? Royal Gentia? Wren? Oh. Oh. Thor Brandy. When dried, can eaten it can help relieve pain. Nope. Vibrance, Durabla. Nope. Historian, the cross-section of the stem shows that nope. Ah, fuck that. Binder, Ankle Grabber. Okay, here we are. Properties, blah blah, that we need later. Wandering View. Finger's Bane, no. Fool's Hope. Weeping Bell. Plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. Weeping Bell. We should have that already. A red flower. Let's see. Weeping Bell, golden light. Here we go. Next one. The redemption is at hand. We need you to prepare this elixir. With it we will lure the woken Denru back to where this started. the Swinsign Stone Circle. Dendru is a god perverted by humanity, enslaved by mankind's wickedness and bent to its evil will. Imagine the glory it will bestow upon us when we set it free. Bro, I don't think so. Praise the Dendru. Dendru's elixir, the Woken Dendru, also known as the Servant, will be drawn to the fumes generated by this elixir and driven mad by thirst for it. Okay? Will be drawn to the fumes generated by this elixir and driven mad by thirst for it. If it drinks from it, it is thought that it will be able to break free. Okay. It will be able to break free of the bond of its servitude, though this had not been attempted in living memory. 2 yellow berries, a heart-shaped leaf from a plant with bellflowers, a teaspoon of milky fungal residue. We will meet at the Swinside Stone Circle on Saturday. Praise the Dendru. Okay. What can I say? Okay, so let's just end the day. Decay gives way to new growth from death life. What is that? We need to turn that around. Okay, let's see that. Oh, sorry, fuck. I didn't read. I didn't read that clue. I'm sorry. Is there any way to repeat that story somehow? Probably not. Let's see. The bios menu. Character info. Unfortunately not. Shit. You might actually see that on YouTube. You could just press pause, but I can't. That's a bit of a problem. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna end the episode here, and then I watch it myself, so I actually know what's happening. Okay, so yeah, we've been playing for almost an hour anyway. So thank you for watching, and I think this is we're getting to the end, and I'm quite happy to be honest. I'm pretty happy that we are probably getting to the end now. I still want to know how it ends, and I think we have like multiple endings, depending on what we do. At least I hope that. I don't know yet which kind of path I'm choosing, but like I have a slight idea, to be honest. And if you're curious what that might be, then stay tuned. And yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.